They're like,
yeah. Okay, 51 of 90. 52 of 90. Okay, I hope that this works out. We have good internet, but we have bad service. I don't understand what's going on here, but here we are. Guys, whoa, I almost fell, even though I wouldn't have fallen if I would have just went like this, but for some reason that just made me feel like I was going to fall. 56 of 90. Okay, 57 of 90. Okay, guys. The boards, cutting boards, banana bread boards, cutting boards, chopping blocks, butcher blocks, pizza peels, serving trays, yada yada yada. All those things are done. This order has
28 plus what you.
236 items. 236 items that encompass like all the things, including cake knives and a cheese knife, and a couple new things. Now, if you're on the list, okay, you don't have to do anything. We are going to message you. Okay, so this is how it works. We are going to email everyone who has emailed us asking to be on the list in order from first person to the last person. There's 96 people so far. Okay? And of the 96...
99.
Oh, there's 99 people. Okay, sorry. There's 99 people. We have 236 items, so there is enough for everyone, plus those of you who have not been put on the list. I know some people just don't feel like doing that part, but they still are maybe hoping for a board. Likely there will be things left over. If there isn't, then you'll have to wait till batch G or H. Batch G is going to be something a little kind of more special. I don't know exactly what everything's going to be just yet, but I had Mitch in the shop today already working on batch H. Nothing for batch G just yet. Well, kind of, but that's not what he was here today doing. So if you're on the list, we're going to email you. You have 24 hours to respond with your choice. We have, we're compiling. Ashley's right now. We're at 80 of 90 photos in one album, and then the other album is going to have all the other stuff. 138 are going to be banana bread boards, and then the 90 are going to be all the other things. Okay, so if you're on the waiting list for banana bread boards, you can pick whatever. It's same as how we did it on Facebook. There's a batch number. You basically say, hey, I like 1F or whatever one you like, and then once you've picked that, or someone has picked that, we take it out of the album and we send it over to the next person. Now, if you do not respond within 24 hours, you miss your turn and you get to the back of the line, or maybe if you email in time, then you can be next, or whatever, however it's going to be. If you've reserved specific boards, those are saved for you. So if you saw them in a video or on Instagram or whatever, those are saved for you, and I don't think they're in the album. Are they?
I'm gonna take them out. They're in there right now.
Okay,
I'm gonna take out the ones that are. Yeah.
Now, when everyone has picked, okay, you have 24 hours to pick. Please don't take 24 hours because that'll take 99 days to get through it all. But you have that amount of time just because we want to be fair to everyone.
Some people don't check their emails every day.
Right, yeah. If you don't check your email or you know whatever, something like that, then that's a bummer to be like, I just wasn't on the computer that day or your phone or whatever. I forget what my train of thought was.
Should clarify though, it's not going to be on Facebook. It's going to be, I'm going to email you a separate link.
Yes. So if you're on the waiting list and or reserve something, you don't have to do anything. After everyone has gone through who's on the reserve list or on the waiting list, you're going to have a chance to check out whatever is left on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
I imagine there will be several left because we have so many, and some of them are really big items that might be, you know, a little more pricier, and some things are a little eccentric, if you will. Some things are kind of experimental new, but everything is as you expect plus. So nothing's going to be like, oh, he didn't make any of this. I've definitely made a lot of this. I just added some of that. So if that makes sense.
This and that.
If that makes sense, I think that's all I need to explain. Now, if you're wondering, and hopefully it doesn't buffer when I do this, who would think that banana bread boards would be a hit? Dude, I didn't. That's why I made 20. I had someone comment saying, you really need to make stock so people don't have to wait months. Thank you.
Yeah.
For the great advice. I did make stock and it sold out way too quick. Very, very humbled and appreciative of that. And I'm sorry that you guys have had to wait so long. If you follow my Instagram, I'm going to post a picture tomorrow of all the boards in that shelf. I wanted to fill up that shelf, and I've done that.
Should I do cutting, chopping,
charcuterie, cheese board, serving tray. Right, you got chopping, so we can that can be chopping boards and chopping blocks. And how about butcher blocks?
Cutting, chopping,
well, butcher block,
charcuterie, cheese, and serving tray.
A butcher block is end grain.
Okay.
A chopping board is long grain, and a chopping block is a thick, long grain. Yeah, there you go. That? I would put butcher and chopping together, and then cheese and serving tray. Yeah.
Like
bitcher. She put bitcher. I mean, I do call them bitchin' utensils.
So that's true.
We should call something. We should make a bitcher block. What would that be? A bitcher board. Okay, we made banana bread boards. Next is bitcher boards. Yeah, okay.
Is that, I mean, that's like...
Serving trays, what else is there? There's...
Spoon rest.
Shh, secret new things.
Pizza peel.
Pizza peels, yeah. And you you know what you can do? You can do cheese boards, serving trays, and then maybe like utensils. Oh yeah, and miscellaneous. Perfect.
Good, okay.
I like that. I mean,
outside for
that's a lot of CCBCC.
That's a lot of words.
BSTM. That's the abbreviation of what we have in this batch. Okay, so this is batch F. Okay, this is the biggest batch that we've made. Remember, batch A was like, what was it, like 10 boards or something like that? And I did not mean to make boards. The boards have been the only thing that I've been making more or less here for the last little while. And I mean, it's fine, it's fun, and you know, I don't mind it, but I'm looking forward to making other things here. So batch G is not going to be for a while because logistically it just doesn't make sense, because we're going to be using some like batch G for gold. If you've been watching my channel for a while, last Christmas, not this past Christmas, but last Christmas, when Ken came, my brother Ken.
It's gonna work.
Oh, it's gonna work. Good. My brother came. We had a on-camera realization that we want to make some boards with jade and gold and stuff like that. And so that's what batch G is going to be. It's going to be stuff with gold, real gold, with jade, some other semi-precious and precious stones, and it just depends on what I can acquire. So we'll see, but that's going to be in a while. And then after that, batch H, which we are already working on, is going to be even further away. So if you've been hoping for a board, I thank you, and I really appreciate it, but this is all there's going to be for a while, and that's why I wanted to make a whole bunch. So there's 138 banana bread boards, and then 90 or so of the other things.
So cool.
You like that one?
Yeah.
That one was Ken's idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
Shop Ken's idea. So there's a lot of a lot to choose from. I went like all over the map with design, styles, colors. Yeah, in fact, actually, let me just point this at you. Josh, are you making pizza peels? We made 2 for this batch. 2. Okay, as you can see, a little slower because it's gonna be just hard for them to see. There's a lot here.
Oh, I'm at the top.
You're at the top. Now, if you're wondering why the title of this video is "This is a Bummer," if you look to the left of the monitor, we have some damage. Go to the home screen. Hopefully this works. I don't know if it'll work. Hopefully we don't start buffering. Anyways, I woke up to this screen right here. What it says there: on a windswept plateau, giant stones are found as they've stood for many centuries, and after all this time, ... And you can click on that and it'll give you the whole thing. You don't have to do that. I was like, okay, what does this and this stone have to do with this? Because I was like, I wasn't expecting this, so I thought this was part of the picture. I'm like, oh, this is like some modern thing, and this is some natural formation. Because I've heard of, the people putting monoliths just randomly in the desert and stuff. And I was like, okay, is that what that is? And someone took this picture. But then I noticed these lines across the screen, and I was like, oh, of course, the freaking screen is shattered. So what happened is our cat, maybe this one right here, maybe Archie, maybe Penny, I don't know who, but they dropped, or they like pushed it over, because they go on the ledge right here. They chill up there, and I bet you it maybe poked himself with the little cactus or jumped or something, and then he like knocked this over, and that went onto, we had a tape measure, and it just smashed on the tape measure.
It was like right here. Smash.
Yeah, so not great. But we can still do this. I wasn't sure. Wanted to let you guys know that there might be a delay because we'll have to get a new monitor. But we just minimize the screen,
just make it smaller,
and it seems to work. So
yeah,
we're still going to get a new monitor, but there shouldn't be any delay. But if there is, this is why. But keep in mind also, everybody has 24 hours to choose what they want. Please don't take 24 hours if you know what you like. Please be as quick as possible, so that we just have streamlined service, because I just don't want people to have to wait for a long time, because if everyone takes 24 hours, it'll take 99 days to get to the last person, and that kind of is a bummer. I blame the dog, LOL, poor cats. So that's where we're at. Whoa, I'm going to go look that up though. So if there's any questions, let me know. Is your welder fixed? I hope to find some scrap metal this spring and summer. My welder is not fixed. We haven't been really focusing on that.
I noticed this one is backwards or upside down.
I made that one backwards because the oil was causing a sheen.
I see.
But go back up to that one.
Yeah.
Does that circle around it so people know what we're looking at? Does that not look like a Neapolitan ice cream bar right there? That was also Ken's idea. And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea.
I'm going to delete the ones that aren't available.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Eddie Gavino, or I don't know how you'd say your name. Eddie Gavino. How will we know if the one we want is still available when we get our turn? Only the ones that are available will show up. Yeah, so there won't be like, hey, is this one available? No. Is this one? Yeah, it'll be very clear. So the ones that are available will be the only ones that you can see. So obviously the first person on the wait list gets the choice of everything, and then the last person gets the choice of what's left. And that's just kind of the fairest way that we could think. It's kind of like, just think about it if you went to an actual store of ours, right? If you went to an actual store of ours, that like a brick and mortar store, then you would miss out if you didn't get there before, you know, Joe Blow or whatever. So it's kind of the same thing. So, yeah, just if you're not there first, then you're not there first, and that's the only thing I can, you know, that's can't really do anything about it. You know what I mean? Um, Upcycling Stony Plain. Everything is free. What is that? Try to get a secondhand monitor. Try Upcycling Edmonton. I don't even know what that is. Upcycling Stony Plain? Everything is free. Do they have good monitors? That's awesome, but I don't know how it would be free. Love the woodsman pattern for the covers. Oh, I'm glad you do. By the way, guys, we're collaborating with, in fact, do I have it? Oh, I don't have it here. We're collaborating with the Practical Homestead once again, but this time with a different product. Well, with the banana bread boards as well. I still have to get those. I have to pay for them still, and she'll send them out here right away. Don't worry, no one will have to wait an exorbitant amount of time to get their banana bread boards. Don't worry about that at all. The collaboration we're going to do this time around, I will have a video designated for that. So I'm not going to have a video showing all of these boards or anything like that. You'll just have to see them afterwards on the Facebook page if you want to look at every single one, you know, just if you're curious. But we will have a video coming out with the collaboration with the new, well, it's not new, but with the product that we're going to collaborate with. You'll see. It's in my mind how I'm going to do it. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll see. There's going to be a giveaway with it because the thing that I make, we're going to be giving away for free to anyone, anywhere on the planet, whether you buy anything or not. There's no purchase necessary. It's just going to be, you just win it by doing something, and I don't know what it is. It's going to be random to a degree. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it just yet, but we might give it away in a live video, or I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, in the meantime, if you want to check out Practical Homestead, check out our website. There's a link in the description. Actually, I don't think there's a link just yet. Matthew, if you're on, could you post a link? There will be a discount code for you guys. Josh10, all capitals, Josh10, that you can use on anything that you buy on her site. It doesn't have to be anything related to me. It can be anything on her site. She's got lots of products. And this is someone who, like, this person makes everything, well, her and her team makes everything in Canada. So if you're support, you know, Canadian made products, makes sense. I guess if you're American, we're your northern brothers and sisters up here, okay? So yeah, for us, we're kind of buy North American if you can sort of people. So if you're the same and you want to have something that's good for the, or a better alternative for the planet in terms of having like leftovers and stuff rather than using like cling wrap of any sort, you can use these. They're machine washable. Toss them in your laundry, and then whatever, just use them for whatever you need them, you know. She's got so many different products, including if you want a banana bread wrap. I don't even know what she calls them on her site, but you can buy them straight from her too. You don't, like, I don't sell them individually. I only sell them with the boards. So but we are also working on another thing for the future coming up, where we're going to have a bundle where if you buy a board, you can get a bundle. Yeah, I don't know exactly just yet, but just more things that we're thinking about. Clean cheese is the best. She ships quickly too. Great products. Oh, see, Martha must have bought some stuff from her. Yeah, so her name is Maria. She is from Manitoba. Yeah, Manitoba, I think. So, yeah, and how we met her is she just sent us something to open up on our gift opening videos, right? Like someone sent. Was that Shakota's?
Is that his too? No, that's yours.
Okay.
I gave him.
So people send us stuff and then we open them up on videos. And she sent us a box of I think she named a couple products. So the Woodsman is the buffalo plaid. I just happen to be wearing buffalo plaid pajamas. But she has that's called the Woodsman, based off of my character, the Woodsman. And then she has the Hank, because of our old dog Hank. She has like the pattern, it's like paw prints. Anyway, she sent us those. I think a cheese wrap, some other things, and I think that's it. But anyway, since then we've bought several more things from her because we actually use them. They're actually very useful. They're not a gimmick. They're not a hassle. They're very easy to clean. Especially if you have just regular laundry, so you don't have to be like, oh, we don't have to, if you just do your laundry regularly, you just throw them in there, throw them in your drawer or whatever in your kitchen for when you need them, slap them on there, put it in your fridge, and there you go. And so far, we've tested it on the banana bread, actually on zucchini bread. The banana bread, we already finished the banana bread by the time we actually used the cover. So we had zucchini bread and it kept it fresh for a while on the counter. I'll be honest though, the zucchini bread lasts a lot longer than the banana bread. So I can't exactly tell you how well they work because I wasn't checking the zucchini bread every day like I would be the banana bread. But from my experience, they work pretty well for counter life things. If it was in the fridge, probably would have been even better. But the zucchini bread, after like 2 weeks, it's not good anyway. And I remember looking at it and I was like, oh, it's a little crusty. But then I was like, but this probably should be in the fridge, so it would probably be crusty anyway, like, getting stiff and hard. But my honest opinion is that they're great products. So, I don't know. I don't really don't know how else to say. Like, I'm just going to be completely honest. That's exactly what I feel about them. And if I didn't like them and didn't believe in them, then I would not try to, not that I'm selling them, but I would not say, hey, this is a product that you should buy if you're looking for something like this, because I will never do that.
Can you tell me which is the one that has the circle purple resin?
Yep, go down. You can go faster. It's a walnut one, so I'll see it. You can go faster. Wait, go up. Right there.
Oh, I see now. Okay, cool. Thank you.
She ships quickly too. Oh, I already read that. You are my favorite channel to follow. Canada or not? Well, thank you. Did the Oilers win tonight? No, we lost in the shootout, 5-4. It was a really good game though, really fun. The Veggie Guard by Practical Homestead is awesome. Keeps lettuce, celery, etc. crisp. Well, there we go. Irene. She's an Edmontonian, buying all the way from Manitoba. Thank you for that. By the way, every time you buy something from her site, I make some sort of commission, which I've just been using to buy more banana breadboard covers. So there's that. I don't know if that's incentive. Hey Martha, or that's someone saying hi. Just got here. What's the bummer? Hope everything is okay. Oh, the monitor is broken. Let me show you. Right there. Monitor is just busted up. That's the bummer. But oh well. We will get another one. He might not want to talk about that, Martha, too soon. Can they be put in the freezer as well? You know what? I actually don't know.
The covers?
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming yes, you can put it in the freezer, but is it good for long-term
I don't
storage? I don't think
so
so.
because they don't.
They're not airtight,
Yeah, they're
right?
not airtight.
It's like it's fabric with a washable, like wipeable, washable inside. Like I don't know what it's made out of. Do we have any of their stuff here?
I think they're upstairs. Oh.
No, no, no,
Okay.
That's for the video. That's for we have those, but I was wondering if we had any banana bread. Anyways, you can wipe them out. You know they're like a not plastic. They're like polyester something, or I don't know what they are. But anyways, on the inside it's wipeable, and then they have like some of them have like a Velcro, and some of them have like a elastic thing, right? So it's like a shower cap, but they're not like airtight. They're just so I would say they're for short term storage. For your freezer, I think you'd still use your Ziploc bags and your you know your Tupperware and canning supplies and then stuff like that. But if it's like short term in the freezer, like I don't know your ice cream and stuff, I'm sure it would work for that. But if you check out her site, she may even have stuff designed to use in the freezer. I'm not actually sure. So explore her website. It's or her Etsy store. It's practicalhomestead.ca, I think, and Etsy is Practical Homestead. I think that's all it is. It'll be in every one of my videos until she no longer has the coupon code, which she has said that she plans to keep it up. So if it's always up, then I will always have a link in my videos. The live videos is different because it does it automatically, but I'll try to remember to put it in the description. But the vlogs and stuff, it'll always be in the vlogs. So it'll just if you scroll down, I have like a link to everyone who supports the channel or my friends. You know, I have them all in there. So I got like 3Bs, I have Clint's, I have Ryan's channel, my brother's channel. Who else? It's Alex's channel, although he doesn't really need my help. Ashley's Instagram. I think Confections Cake Co. is in there, their website. The gallery that I'm in. By the way, check out the gallery's YouTube, Sterling Gallery on YouTube. I do their YouTube channel, which because I just do the videos. So go subscribe because that's good for me. Been eating homemade pumpkin for 5 days. We'll finish tomorrow. Homemade pumpkin what? Pie? Bread? The bummer is he should be sleeping. At least the waiters got a point. They did get a point. Time to use a TV as a monitor. You know what? If we had a smaller TV, that would be perfect. But we don't have like a 30-inch or whatever. Like this monitor is. Can you measure that? Go from corner to corner.
Corner to corner.
Yeah. And this has like it's like
33.
Oh, this is 33 inches? Okay, then we can...
I mean, with the border.
No, just the screen. Just go in.
31.
31-inch screen. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty big.
I was actually going to get 2 of them.
I love that.
Right? But then this printer would have to go somewhere.
I know.
I guess we could
And
put it
it's
up
not,
there.
I guess not really practical, but like at work, it's so handy to have like a document open there and then be working over
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would want to do it. Because I was going to edit on the computer.
Oh, yes.
But
that would be way easier.
I just edit on my phone. I like editing. I like making videos, but I like it being easy. I like being able to be like, Okay, let me lay down here. Clickety click clack,
Yeah, not
clack
have to
clack.
go.
Not go down into the office and stuff if I don't want to. Although this is a very cozy room, guys.
It is.
We got the heat coming down all the time, and it's just like we got a window, so in the
Mhm.
daytime it's nice with the sun coming in. At night, it's just a black square, but you know it's nice. We got this little frog up here. Look at that frog. It's made out of a teapot. Isn't he cool playing the banjo out of a tea strainer thing or whatever that is? Cool, cool frog. Um, maybe your monitor just wanted to be like your phones. You know, Ashley needs a new phone. I need a new phone. My backup phones are both broken.
It's just, you know.
We're having a bad electronic year.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess it stems from last year. But I mean, a phone is $1,000. Like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why.
Mine works fine.
It barely works fine. It's so we'll have to buy two phones. That'll be $2,000. Monitor is only like I think that was like $300 or $400. I got it on sale. Can't remember how much it was, but I was like, dude, look how big this is, and it's like whoosh, so cool. Josh, you're meeting me awake quite. You're what? Josh, I don't know what that means. Josh, you're meeting me awake quite ill. Oh, you're sick. That sucks. I hope you get better. You might have a slight Indian attitude. I'm here for it. What does that mean? Deadly! I don't know what that means. A little piece of a lot of pies makes a nice income. Yeah. Wow, how many words a minute does Ashley type? Many. She can type really fast. And she can type without looking at the... That's probably not impressive to people who can type, but like I have to look most of the time. And she's just like, okay, can I say what you do at work? Okay, I'll cryptically say what she does. She's like, no. Okay, well, she types a lot at work while people dictate what she's supposed to type up. So people will talk out loud. This is not as interesting as if I could say what she actually does because it's kind of cool. But anyways, say her boss or someone needs her to type, like, because he can't type. Well, he probably can type, but I mean, he doesn't type that fast. So he'll be like, hey, Ashley, I have some cool things that I need you to type up. And he'll read it, and she's just like, I've seen it. That's really a tease, because it's way cooler than just some cool things.
Non-healthcare related.
Not, oh yeah. So her job, yeah. I mean, you type stuff up for that too, I imagine, but it's not cool. That's just regular. Yeah. But the other stuff, the extra stuff, it's cool. But I'll stop talking about it because it's a tease. We'll probably be able to say in a year or so. Mm-hmm. But by that time, it won't matter because you won't remember. I probably won't remember it. I've seen those huge ones. We planted 2 giant pumpkins. None at all. So, but we'll try again when we have a pumpkin patch set up again. Lucky monitors are getting cheaper, and you can tell the size usually in the model number.
Do you think we should seed that over with grass? Seed? You're just gonna mow the weeds?
There's no point. Yeah, it'll just be weeds. Okay. Or you just don't let them grow to seed, and it'll be fine. Yeah. Although, obviously, somewhere they went seed because they exist. If you have a Best Buy in Canada, perhaps you can get a new monitor there. We do have Best Buy, but I'll probably go to Staples because that's where I got this one, and they have like a preferred customers or something, whatever. So you get a discount. Even good dogs live longer on pumpkins, so says the veterinarian. Even good dogs? Only the good dogs, though. Or maybe even a Chromebook. We would never get Apple ever again. Holy shit, I hate them. Not saying that you shouldn't use them. I am saying that because they're trash. But, you know, we will never use Apple ever again. I mean, unless we got it free or something. Holy, what hot garbage Apple is. You triggered me there, man. I just saw a notification pop up. It's 1:13 here. Did I miss something important? Not entirely unimportant, but it's at the beginning of this video, so it'll be fine if you just rewatch. Chromebook is good, but always needs to connect to Wi-Fi or maybe cell service to do anything, but they're fast. Insure your phones. Okay, I did do that. And you pay, what, like $15 a month or whatever to insure it. And I broke a phone, and they said, you can't replace a phone that you broke. And I was like, well, who the hell has to break it then?
That doesn't make sense.
I was like, I was so mad. I'm like, you said if anything happens to this, it would be covered. I was like, what the heck? And they're like, no. We can't replace anything that you broke. I'm like, well then, who's breaking it? Like what? And they're like, well, it has to be like a manufacturer's defect. I'm like, that is automatic. Why would I pay you $15 a month for something that's already covered by the freaking phone company? Freaking scam. Of course, that was with the company that I'm still with them. Oh, that pissed me off so much. I was so mad. But anyways, they sent my phone off to get fixed, and they gave me a loaner phone. Wait. No, they didn't give me a loaner phone. No, I just didn't have a phone. Yeah, I'll never do that again. Yeah. It has to be like something like there's glitches or something like that that comes from the phone, whatever. But if you want to get your phone replaced or whatever, or your screen fixed or whatever, or your phone like getting a new one or whatever, then you have to pay for it, but just less. But you've also already paid $15 a month, and I was like, that is. I was like, what the heck is even that? Martha, thank you. Buy a lottery ticket. Hopefully you'll win enough for new phones. She sent $15 for lottery tickets. You know what? I will buy a lottery ticket. You should be able to get some. You know what? There might actually be that, but oftentimes they only have that for new customers, which is weird. Like, why don't they do things for anything? Star Cloud Hidden says, natives maybe. My Indian attitude, right. Is it because I'm native that I had the attitude? It's my Indian attitude. You are awesome. I don't get it. Data entry, guessing doctor's dictation. Yeah, we'll say that. It's cooler than that, though, guys. It's way cooler. What Ashley typed fast for 12 days question 2024 LOL. Maybe. Watching you get pins in your leg was similar to mine 5 years ago, except my needles had electric connected to see if any nerves were still active. Oh yeah, they do that too, but I don't need that, so I don't know what that feels like. I do know that the freaking where they like, oh gosh, darn it, that hurts. But when I went every week or twice a week sometimes, I didn't feel it anymore, hardly at all. And I wish I would have recorded those times. I've recorded like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of the sessions, and I just take what I think is funny, you know, because pain is hilarious when depending on how someone reacts to it. Like you can tell, like I'm like laughing, with crying noises because it hurts, and it just makes me laugh. And like I'm so animated, I don't get how people can stay completely still. Okay, in that last vlog where I explained that dude's face was so red, it reminded me of Dog the Bounty Hunter's sunburnt chest. Dude, this guy, big guy, laying on the bed thing on the table. He's laying there, and I'm walking past him to go to the traction machine or whatever, and he's laying there, and his face looked fakely red. It was like not quite purple, but he was not making a noise at all, and he was not moving, but clearly in pain, just sweating bullets. And like it made me laugh because I know what he's going through. But he might even have it worse than me because he had a neck injury, which apparently so do I. So the only reason why I'm doing IMS now is to get rid of the neck thing, my C1 to 4. If you want to see, if you go to my bee sting face video, and I was looking for, because Hans is going to be on my Shop Talk show, so I was looking for a photo, like I was going to take a screenshot of him to put on my Patreon for people to ask questions for him. Anyway, so I watched that video trying to get a clip of Hans so I could take a screenshot. And my posture is so bad. I'm like hunched over. And like I've always known I've had not great posture. And like I would try to stand up straight when I would think about it. But like since I've had the IMS, I don't have nearly as bad posture. Not that I have great posture or anything now, but it is way better, and I feel way better. I had no idea that I was so tight. Like I knew I was tight when people would like grab my shoulder, you know, like how people do when they say hi to you. They're just like, "Hey, man," and then like it would just feel like very hard, but like not like muscular hard. It was like, dude, why is there balled up rope in your in your upper back and shoulders? Right? It felt bad. And anyways, the IMS, I think that IMS and maybe sacral cranial or cranial sacral or whatever it's called, I think the combination of the two things has been very good for my neck, my upper back, and my shoulders. Because dude, I had no idea I felt like such garbage, but like it's, if you haven't done IMS and you're not scared of needles, or if you don't shy away from like pain, I highly recommend it. The cranial sacral thing, honestly, to me it feels like they're not doing anything. Although my last one, I went with the Olympic guy. I forget what his name is. Darcy is his name. He is a acupuncturist / cranial sacral and something else, I think. I could be mistaken about there being a third thing, but I think he is also a third thing. But anyway, he like got me to stand up. He did more than the girl did, but she wanted me to see him as well as my doctor did or something. Because they still think that my headaches could be related to my neck being all tightened up and all whatever. But anyway, he like got me to do the like stand straight, put my feet out, and you know, whatever. If you've been to cranial sacral or whatever it's called, then you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you have more daylight under your left arm or your right arm, whichever one it was." And he's like, "But when you close your eyes, you seem to straighten out." He's like, "So that's telling me that it's not something. I can't remember what." Anyway, then he like goes, he's like, "So this is your C1 and blah blah blah," and he's like explaining to me. He's explained it so well that I finally got what he was talking about, because like the girl, Karen is her name, she was like, "Do you see how I can move this now?" And I'm like, "I don't know how you couldn't move it before." Like I was like, I was like, it just feels like you're trying harder now. And like she would laugh, and I would be like, this seems like this is horseshit, but Ashley thinks it's working because when I went, so before I went to her versus after, when I got home, Ashley was like, "Oh, you got a haircut," and she's like, "No, you shaved," and I was like, "What?" Clearly, I didn't shave because I still have all the scraggly, sparse scruff that I had at the time. I'm like, so I didn't shave, and she's like, "What? You look so different." So, anyways, the pain lines in my face, or pain lines, that's not a real thing, but like just my face, you know, when you're in pain all the time, it just, I don't know, you just have like this was super pronounced, and it's just like always there, so it doesn't, it looks, your face, my face looked different when it was suddenly not there. So she obviously, whatever she was doing must have done something. It just didn't feel like she was doing anything. But anyway, when Darcy, the guy who I saw after, who she like wanted me to be on his waiting list, when he saw me, he was like, he explained it like in a way that it made sense. He's like, he's going in my neck. He's like, okay, you see how I can't move this? And I'm like, and he's like moving my head a little bit. I'm like, feels like you can move it. And he's like, okay. And he's like, he like goes a little further down on my neck. He's like, okay, see how this one moves? I'm like, bro, that's the same. And then he's like, no, I don't mean your head is moving. I mean these individual joints or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, is it like this? I can move my finger like this, or I can move it like this. And if I want to touch the tip of my thumb, it's more efficient if I bend here rather than go like this. Cause he's like, yes. He's like, this is what I want your neck to do. I want all those joints to move by themselves, not all at once. Because it can do the same job all at once, but it's not efficient. And then your muscles and stuff compensate, and then they just get more and more whatever. And compounding injuries and other things that happen, it just makes it worse and worse and worse. And then you got bad posture and you get pain, and possibly it's causing your headache. And so, since this headache hasn't gone away, I'm not sure if he's helping that or not, but at the very least, it's helping my whole mobility and stuff, which, again, I had no idea how limited it was because I just lived with it because it didn't hurt, and I can still lift things and I can still move everywhere, but yeah, I'm just crusty insides, I guess. Oh, Chromebook is Google. Oh yes. For some reason, I was a Chromebook. I don't know what that is exactly. Obviously, it's probably a laptop. I've never used one. Love my Chromebook, but hate that it has to be connected to internet. It's okay for offline. Uh, how are the kitties? Can we see them? They are somewhere else, so not right now. Josh, they just wanted to sell you new phones. Maybe. Can't wait for my cutting board. Thank you, Tori Lynn. Yes, got a Chromebook, PC, and Android phone, and they work seamlessly together. That's good. I thought I heard the cat, but maybe not. As far as cell phones go, I had a Motorola that had a better camera than my current iPhone 12 Pro. I will definitely not get another Apple phone for sure. Bootjack sent a laughing pink girl and $5. Thanks. Thanks, Bootjack. She says, I appreciate your channel art. I appreciate you. By the way, guys, Bootjack Clay Shack has a Facebook page and Instagram. I believe she has an Instagram that you can check out if you like pottery, gnomes, $80 gnomes, very affordable gnomes. Go check out her Instagram and Facebook and her channel. Do you put stuff on your channel there, Bootjack? Hi Hi, dude. Bummer. Hi, everyone. Equals New Zealand here after the cyclone. Rough week. You know, I was thinking I would love to move to New Zealand, but then I am like, wait a minute. They're an island, probably a big island, right? They probably get a lot of ocean storms. Not the wasp thing video. Eddie, how long have you followed me? You're like, you seem new, but if you've watched since then, that's hilarious. Every time I tried to watch this live, my TV sent me WTF, it sent me to The Simpsons. Dope. Do Josh's doctors know about the bee sting episode? Rare, but seems it can cause brain issues. Yes, I've told everyone that. I've told them practically anything that you can think of. Like, those of you who have been sick for a long time, you probably can relate, or even to a more severe degree. But you're so sick of it that you just are like, you just say the dumbest thing, or what seem like dumb things. Or just like, okay, one time when I was a child, I swallowed a worm. Could that be it? I didn't actually ask that, but I just remembered that I put a worm on my tongue. I didn't even swallow it. I put a worm on my tongue to gross out the girls in my class. Maybe I will ask about that. Maybe I have some earthworm disease. Do earthworms have brains? I know they have like a bunch of hearts. I have to do this not looking. Dude, I love IMS. Okay, if you're talking about not looking forward to IMS, I love it. It hurts so bad, but it is so worth it. Is IMS like acupuncture? Sort of. Acupuncture deals with like your chi, which honestly I don't believe in, but your energy, and so it has different it's based differently, right? Whereas IMS, it's like I can't remember how they explained it, but anyway, it goes deeper, and they don't leave them in for like 15 minutes, right? They leave them in for like 2 to 5 seconds or so, sometimes a little longer. And how I've been doing it is he's been like twirling it around, and it sucks. You can feel like your muscles, like say this is the needle, right? It goes into your skin, right? And then it squeezes it sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't squeeze it. Sometimes it's really hard. If you watched my one video where like it would bend the needle, I only showed that once, but it happens all the time where the needle like bends because your muscle is so like really bound up or whatever, and it just bends it. So then you just do it a couple times, and then it kind of loosens up, and then over time the theory is that it like relaxes your muscle because it takes it out of what did they say, safe zone or something. I can't remember what it's called, but your muscle like relaxes rather than staying like tightened up. It's great. I could listen to Ashley type all day. You know, she's just doing this. She's not even typing. She's just pretending. She's just making typing. Watch. You want to see how fast I can type? Okay. Listen to this. With one hand. Well, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there.
No, wait. I don't want you to wreck anything.
Just
okay, go ahead.
minimize. One-handed. One-handed, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even looking, and my eyes are closed. That's all she's doing.
Oh yeah. You're pretty good.
Ashley works for the court system as a stenographer. I'm sure she could, but she does not. She's deathly afraid of powdered wigs, so she can't enter a courtroom.
Powdered wigs.
We don't have powdered wigs anymore. I don't even know if we ever did. I like tablets because you can't hear the typing but have space to do it, unlike a phone. I wonder if if it'd work on Jakota's Vertigo. I don't know. You know, it's worth a shot. The only thing is that sacral cranial costs $120 a session, and so I used to go every week, but since it's not helping my headache, I was like, let's just go whenever you recommend rather than whenever, like, because I was just like, I need something to work. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care how often I have to go. I just want to do it all. And so I would do that, and then I would also do the IMS, which was like $80 a week. So that's like $200 a week.
Okay. So
Holy shit, $200 a week? And sometimes I'd go twice. Dang, that is expensive after a while.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize it. Because it's not like you're not... Huh. And those booster juices, man, they're like $8. Right? Far more data work than anyone can guess. But she's also Undertaker. Lots of paperwork as an Undertaker too. That either. It makes you look mad, but you are not. Oh, I'm always mad. Also, I should say she is not an Undertaker. What is that? What is that? Can I have one like this? Or the what?
I'm not sure.
Click on that again. That's hilarious. They're like watching me and also scrolling Instagram. Someone sent one that looks like plaid. That's cool. I mean, I would make one like that. They take a lot of time and people don't pay what they're worth. But, yeah, maybe I would. Good night, Bootjack. Oh, Bootjack's leaving. Good night. Court recorder, stenographer, possibly setting up current affairs for publishing. Just love all your boards. Chromebook is a less sophisticated laptop. Explain again why you can't use a brand new cheap flat screen for your monitor. Can't use a brand new cheap flat screen for your monitor? What? Did I even say I couldn't? I think I just said I didn't have a TV. I rarely post on my YouTube or Instagram, mostly Facebook. Okay, check out her Facebook then. I think I rarely post on my Facebook. I just on my Instagram, and it goes to my Facebook sometimes. No, we don't get a lot of storms in New Zealand. It's so shocking to have a cyclone. The last big one was 30 years ago. Oh, then I would go there. You got Weta Workshop there and stuff. I used to be Victoria, but changed the name of my channel, and now it says Tori Lynn and Tora Travel. Who knew? Okay. Wait, what do you do? What is your channel? With the worm thing, it would be about the swallowing. I understand perfectly trying to figure out what the heck causes my body to be weird. I think Ashley is a court reporter. They're fast typers. Again, she's very afraid of powdered wigs. Check it out. Worms do have brains. Thank you for checking that out. I think I want to try IMS. I have fibromyalgia, so I have constant muscle pain and tightness. Okay, I do not know what fibromyalgia feels like, but if I know that it's very painful, right? Is it not? Fibromyalgia? Yeah, that's like the pain disease or whatever, right? So if you're already in extreme pain, this is not going to bother you. It's probably will feel like cake compared. Or maybe it'll be worse. I don't know. I hope not. But I would highly recommend it to anyone who has tightness. Okay, here's the thing. I told him about my knee hurting. Okay, remember when I went running and I effed up my knee? Well, that is because some people say it's because of my bad footwear. I disagree. I think it's because of my gait, my running gait, and my bad tightness. Okay, this is not going to be impressive to anyone. Okay, let me just show you something. Okay, this is not, I don't even know why I'm showing you this. Okay, I hope you can see me. Okay, I'm like 3 inches from my toes. This is what I used to be able to do. And I'm probably being generous. This is as far as I could bend over. Now, and if I like warmed up, I could do it even more. I can almost touch my toes, and I've not been trying to do that. And it's not, again, that's not impressive what I just did, but it is, for me, it's incredible that I can do that now. Anyway, my knee thing. When I was a kid, jumping on the trampoline, and we had an Olympic, trampoline. So they're rectangles, okay? And this trampoline had 2 bars on the outside instead of like just, you know how the round ones just have 1 bar. This had like 2, and they had a space between them. And I was jumping on it, and my leg went between the 2 bars, and at my knee it stopped because my knee was too big to fit. And then I just went sideways, and my knee was just, it was like, it should bend like, how a knee should bend, but it bent sideways. And I was hanging off the side, and it like popped out and whatever. And then my brother lifted me up, laughing his head off at me because I'm in pain. I'm doing like the crying but not crying. I'm doing the help me. And so it's making him laugh. And when he when he finally gets me up, whatever, I can't walk hardly, and I go to bed and never see anyone about it, and blah blah blah. When this happened, or since this has happened, I've had knee issues that pop up every so often. I asked the IMS dude, did I put this in my last video? Him doing my knee? I think I did.
I'm not sure.
The last video where I did IMS? Probably vlog 198 or something.
You showed that you were wearing shorts, but I don't know if you showed that.
Oh yeah, if I was wearing shorts. That's why I wore shorts, by the way. Because I didn't want to change into shorts when I got there. Yeah, so he did my knee, and it was like instantly better. Again, I had no idea that my knee felt bad all the time because I was just used to it. But it feels way better. I was like, dude, you're not going to believe this, but this feels better right now. And he's like, oh, good. Sometimes that happens. I was like, no, you don't understand. It feels 100% better. And yeah, it was incredible. I couldn't believe it. So IMS, big supporter of IMS. Some people it doesn't help, and some people it makes them feel worse. Not that because it's it's still getting stabbed, so it's not the best feeling in the world, of course, and you'll be sore after. I am way less sore than I used to get. Like now, like I get way more too. I get like I don't know how many needles, like 20, maybe not 20, maybe like 16, 18, I don't know. When I first started it, I think he said we did 6 or 8, and I was like super sore after that. And the second time maybe we did 10 or 12, but now he does way more. I'm like, dude, if it sounds like I'm bitching out, I don't care, just keep doing it, because I would rather feel better overall than not feel bad for a little bit of time right now. So anyway, if you haven't done it, maybe just try it. It doesn't cost that much, at least. Well, I don't know. I think the first time I went it was like $150, but that's like with a consult and everything. But like $80 just to see, I think it's worth it. Of course, it might be different where you are. I don't know. And it took a while for me to get in too. So yeah, anyway. Ashley works in the office of the Dead Goat Trail gift shop. Good job shutting down the troll on Alex's live feed, Matt. Oh, did you do? I didn't see what he did there, but yes, like movement of stars, dude. What? I'm missing something here. It just sent me to opera singing. I'm not even high. My costly insurance won't pay for IMS. I could afford to support myself with pottery and what I grow if I didn't have to pay $800 for healthcare in the U.S. Like, you have to do that a month? Dang, yeah. You know what's crazy is, like, it can happen to anyone. You could be doing everything, well, not that I was doing everything right, but what I did seemingly has nothing to do with what happened to my head. It's just one day, you know, my sacral dude, he says that he thinks it's the straw that broke the camel's back was lifting that thing. He doesn't think that caused it. He's like, just thinks that's the last thing it took. But, yeah. Crazy, just life changing, so weird, and like I wonder if Ashley didn't want that compost bin, then would I still be fine right now? And then I would go blind. That's crazy. By the way, my surgery's coming up. 15 more days. 16 more days. What's it?
No, it's like 2 weeks from now. 14 more days.
14 more days.
Yeah, isn't it?
What's the date?
The 15th.
Yeah, so 15 more days. Oh, there's only 28 days in February.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in 14 days. The 14th day being the day of surgery. That'll be good. Dude, I posted about 20 minutes ago, LL. Catch up, molasses ass. I was wondering if you looked into... Josh, can you read the English, the only language that you can read and speak? Hi, I was wondering if you looked into keto diet style to alleviate your headache. It is very good for epileptic people. I have not. This is perhaps a good suggestion, but no one has ever suggested that to me before. Keto, what is that? Just meat? What is keto diet? Is that like no grain? I forget what that is. I know that...
no, like, fruit?
No sugars then.
And...
Can't do it, guys. I ate a freaking box of pudding today, okay? And half a Kit Kat bar. If that was it, man, if it's something simple, I'll just be super pissed at myself. Not at myself. I don't know. Like, I'm hoping that it's something that's so incredibly intricate that there's nothing that I could have done, you know? Because then I'll be like, well, at least I didn't waste my time. It's late for me. Good night, all. My channel is traveling and various oddball things. Wild horses, pictures through the lens of kaleidoscopes. Okay. I'm guessing that Ashley works in the government health research facility. Okay, guys, I said it was cool what she was working on. I didn't say it was mysterious. Keep getting stretched, Josh. Seems to be loosening you up. All right, dude, I missed your comment. If I asked you how long you were following, could you say again? Keto comes from the low-carb diets, but they don't address a reason for it, which may be that starch, not all carbs, need the opposite pH to be digested than proteins. Try not mixing them. Okay. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I refuse to accept fibromyalgia as a diagnosis as they don't know the cause. It's a bundle of symptoms. Hmm. Dude, there's a lot of people who have fibromyalgia. Today has been a horrible day, but hoping tomorrow will be better. Man. What I meant, dude, a 32-inch Vizio at Walmart is 118 US. Better picture than a computer monitor. Cheaper. Hmm. Here that would be like almost 200 bucks. But like the monitor was like more than that, I think. I got it on sale though. That's a good that's a good suggestion. Maybe I will. I mean, I don't go to Walmart, but maybe I'll try to find a TV or a couple TVs. 1,200 a month for me and husband a month for health insurance. And here, health insurance is a thing if you want, because there's like elective things and stuff. But man, I'm so glad that we don't need to have health insurance. No troll goes unpunished. Uh, turmeric or turmeric helps fibromyalgia. I have had it for about 30 years, and that's the only thing that helps my pain. So, what causes fibromyalgia pain? Is it manifested by your brain sucking, or is it like things that would hurt you a little bit hurt you a lot? You don't know?
I think that it's like neurological, like it's your nerves, but I don't know entirely.
But like, if you get like punched, punching hurts no matter what, but would it hurt way worse?
Yeah, and like I've heard of patients who, like, even just like gentle sensations, their skin will feel like they're on fire or like it'll be burning.
What the frick? Yeah. Dude, that sucks.
Just like, like bumping your elbow or just like touching something the wrong way. Just awful.
How do you treat that? Turmeric, apparently. Like, so do you just eat a lot of spice? Like, what do you do? Make a tea? Like, turmeric is like the yellow shit, right?
Yeah.
Or turmeric, some people call it.
Treatment modalities, but.
The troll is out, Fox. I have bad arthritis and stenosis in my spine. The doctor always told me it was because I needed to lose weight. I lost 100 pounds, still in the same pain, but now I have all new clothes, lol. Well, it's probably good if you needed to lose 100. If you had 100 pounds to lose, that's probably good for your health anyway, but now that you've crossed that off the list, maybe he can suggest something else. I don't know. Keto didn't work for my husband. Epilepsy. Nothing. What's the recovery time on your surgery? 24 hours.
No. I think it was 24 to 48 hours for your vision to come back.
Yeah.
And then
just eye drops.
Eye drops, and then also.
And every 6 months you have to go back.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, much rather that than not be able to see.
Absolutely.
Keto is no carbs. That's how I lost 100 pounds. Okay.
Why is it doing that?
Keto is low carb, high protein, and high fat. It's great to reduce inflammation. Ooh, that makes sense. You can eat plenty of greens. They're good carbs, also good fats. If I think too much about how Josh almost went blind, I'll cry. Never knew I could care so much about a bunch of people I don't even know. Well, thank you. Don't cry. I wonder if I would have cried. Or if I would have just been... Well, time to take up base jumping. I'm not suicidal, guys. So that was a bad joke to make, but damn, that would suck. I used to get headaches multiple times a week. Went keto. I haven't had a headache in 4 years, except when I eat too much sugar. Ah. Hmm. You should make your own banana bread mix to go with your banana boards. Like, I don't know how that would ship. Not super newbie, but have been binging older episodes. Really love y'all's vibes and your beautiful work. Thank you, Eddie. Maybe your head exploded to draw attention to your eye problem. But like, there is a chance, a small chance that my eyes are causing the headache. It's just they're still able to drain, and so I can still see. But because I have none of the symptoms, like no red eyes, no blurry vision, no double vision. I do have the floaters, but I've always had that, and that could just be because I have the whatever. I forget what the other symptoms are, but I don't like no eye pain, no headaches in the eyes. Like my headache is just everywhere. Although I think on that day I did have it in my eyes. The first couple months were brutal. And like I don't mean like brutal in terms of I couldn't stand it all the time, but it was like the first day, holy crap. That was so bad. And then every like attack, if you will. They just happen so often. I couldn't stand it. I mean, obviously I could stand it because I'm still here, but there, I never want to go through that again. Like I feel like, I feel like I will measure any amount of pain off of that and be like, I can handle this. I handled that. I'll handle this. It's, ah, incredible amount of pain. Like the human body, the human what is it, the human spirit, the human will can stand a lot. I'm learning, and I will forever sympathize with people who have chronic pain and conditions that create uh, you know extreme amounts of pain. Like I totally get it. um In Sweden, we say there is a three form of fibro: muscle pain from pinched nerves, neurological, your whole central nervous system is inflamed, and allergies. Some foods will give you pain. Huh. Please remember, doctors, educated guesses, listen to your heart. I think you need to listen to your heart or your body, but I mean the education that's yeah, I don't know, man. I Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I never take painkillers except Motrin. I don't even know what that is. I never take painkillers either, except for every day I do. I forget what it's called. I don't know if it's a painkiller actually.
No,
No,
it's not.
but it makes me fat.
No, that's the other one.
Oh, okay. Just like 180 pounds one day. I was like, what? Well, that explains these clothes not fitting. I should be 150 pounds. I'm just like, wow, I have a really round face. I look like a booze hound. Like, what the heck's going on?
Okay, that's why they decreased it.
They decreased it because it wasn't working. And what a thing, what a pill. You have to wean yourself off because it's dangerous, or is it because it... No, because it's your epinephrine, or what?
It's your like neurotransmitters in your brain.
Yeah, but what's the shit for your
Like
mood?
your serotonin.
Serotonin, yeah. What's epinephrine?
Your like adrenaline.
Okay, serotonin, that's the happy. Okay, yeah, serotonin. Don't want you to become a depressed individual, I think, is the issue.
This is so much.
Guys, look how official we are. I can't show you this because it has this personal information on there, but like, we have like official paperwork for employees now. Just like super official. It's like, It's like we have not a corporation. What do you call it? Whatever it's called. Turmeric tea, or you can take capsules. Okay, I took when I got what was that thing called when I got stung by the wasp on my leg? Castration? No.
I think it was castration.
Oh, what is it called?
I don't know.
Does it start with a C?
Oh, cellulitis.
Cellulitis. Castration. I got castrated. Cellulitis. I
We don't have children.
took turmeric. I took turmeric for that. From the freaking neighbor. She's like, oh, you should take turmeric. I'll get rid of it. I was like, okay. Didn't do anything. It just got worse. I'm like, okay, boss man, I gotta go to the doctor, I think, because I can hardly walk anymore. And he was like, okay, go to the doctor, okay? And this is what he was like. I wish I could show you, because comedic. You know what he looked like? Have you guys seen Yes Man? Or Yes Man? Can you Google Yes Man real quick?
Yes, Ma.
Yes Man movie.
Art.
Artsy. Oh, maybe it's not. Go Yes Man. It's a Jim Carrey movie, but he has a Norman. Go Yes Man Norman.
You just name this.
I will. Yes! That's what he looked like.
Really?
Yeah, okay, guys, I gotta show you this, okay? See this guy? Okay? That's what the doctor looked like, okay? I walk over to the clinic. It's a walk-in clinic. So I go in there. I'm sitting. Well, when I go into his office or whatever, I'm sitting over here, right, like this. And he's over there on his computer. Clickety-clack, writing up a file thing or whatever you call it. And he goes, so why did you come in? And I like roll up my pant leg, right? So, here, can you put this over there? Watch out. Like this. Okay? So, I'm like, oh yeah, I got this, right? So I'm where you guys are, okay? And he's on the computer. He's like, and then he like, that is cellulitis. And then he like rolls back in one motion, types that in. He's like, you need antibiotics. And then, dude, hilarious. Because he said it like it was like a game show. He's like, that is cellulitis. And so he told me that I needed to take this antibiotic and eat yogurt, a thing of yogurt a day. And I'm pretty sure he probably meant like a yogurt cup a day, but I ate like a big thing of yogurt every day. I would just drink it, just go, and it would be like I think it took like maybe like 5 days for it to go away, but it would be like my lunch. I would just drink this yogurt, and then I would take the pill or whatever, and then I would drink the yogurt, and then it was good. I'm pretty sure fibromyalgia would benefit from keto since you stop eating man-made transformed food and you have to make it a lifestyle. Can't get diabetes on keto. Turmeric helps support inflammatory responses and promotes cardiovascular, immune, joint, and skin health. Wow. I use CBD oil for our pets and also for us. I purchased for pets from my vet. It comes in oil form that you take orally and also a lotion for sore, stiff joints. My 96-year-old buddy once told me, remember, doctors are practicing medicine, right? I had to take prednisone for the longest time. Gave me a moon face. Stuff is rough. I imagine. Cellulitis sucks. So much pain. I only had a little bit of it, right? Just my leg. Just, yeah. So what happened is I got stung by a wasp on my ankle-ish area. And, you know, I was just laughing my head off at Boss Man. He just got stung on his leg, and he was just such a bitch about it. He... It was so funny. And so I'm laughing at him. And then I get stung on the leg, and then I'm just like, ah, damn it, I got stung too. And then he starts laughing at me, but he was like, I don't know, like it doesn't hurt that bad. It hurts a little bit, but not that bad. And uh, so he's laughing at me, but he's also still in pain and whatever. And then when I was working there, there was no bathroom. Well, like, there was a bathroom, but there was no like shower or anything. So we would have to shower at the rec center, and you could buy like a pass just to shower if you wanted to, or because there's lots of homeless people there, so you can buy a pass to shower, uh, or you can buy a pass to like go use the facilities. And I was like, well, if I'm driving all the way to the rec center, I'm gonna hang out with these old men in the freaking hot tub. So get stung, go take a shower later at the end of the day, go in the hot tub, not realizing that that is terrible. And so that's what gave me the cellulitis, is the wasp bite got infected or whatever, which I had no idea that would happen. Because like the wasp bite, you couldn't even see it. It didn't swell up or nothing. Not like my face did. It was just a red bump. Like it looked like a mosquito bite almost. Anyway, the next day, it's fine. The next day, then I'm just like, oh, it's like blistering a bit. And I'm like, oh, then it just got bigger. It probably got like this big of a area. And I was like, this probably is not good. I send a picture to Ashley. She's like, you have cellulitis. I'm like, that's whatever. I don't know what cellulitis is. And then I look at pictures of cellulitis and I'm like, oh, I definitely don't have that. And yeah. So for me, it wasn't that painful until I went to the doctor, and then it was painful to put pressure on my leg. And so, yeah, it was a bummer. Castration, Josh, you are hilarious. You would not want to get that wrong with your doctor. Josh, don't talk about that wasp. I instantly start laughing. You were so funny. You never looked like a car salesman. You don't think I look like a car salesman? You win. That's cellulitis. What is cellulitis for $100? Try to stay away from processed foods and practice yoga. Any form of gentle exercise is best. Josh talks about the eye surgery like it's no big deal. I think both he and Ashley are scared about it. I am not scared at all. It is like super routine, super easy, super low risk. I'm not even a little bit scared. But you can get gout on keto. Really? Can you? I mean, I grew up with a professor in medical use plants. I know the science of it. That's why I don't buy into just norming. Just what? I don't even know what that means, norming herbs. Yogurt helps your digestive flora, which the antibiotics can kill. Ask Ashley about C. diff. Oh, yeah, I know why he asked me to. Because of the probiotics. But I didn't realize till after that I was eating way more yogurt than I needed to. He told me to eat a container of yogurt. So to me, a container of yogurt is a container of yogurt. Like the, you know? And I was like, okay. So I bought like he said I should do it for 14 days. So I bought 14 yogurt containers, ate them. By the way, that'll keep you regular. So I took, yeah, I would, yeah. But then Ashley was like, no, he probably meant a cup of yogurt, like those little, like what you put. I'm you, think I need a new phone. Antibiotics should never go with milk or something out of milk. At least that's what I've learned. Well, I didn't know that. Although he told me to take the pill when I woke up and eat it with breakfast. But I didn't eat breakfast. I would only eat lunch, and sometimes I would only eat supper. So, but you have cereal for breakfast oftentimes, so I would have had milk no matter what. Huh. Well, that's good to know. That either. He just casually mentioned yogurt. The funniest thing I've ever seen was when you got stung, but I felt bad. Man, so many people got mad at me for that, but man, it was hilarious. That must have been when you were young and indestructible. What? Anyways, when are you doing shop talk with Hans? Whenever he wants to come over, I guess. I texted him, but he never texted me back. Okay. I'm doing keto for a year and all the inflammation is gone. Feel 20 years younger. But you have to ditch all the inflammatory, starchy food. All doctors don't know everything. That's why you have to try different doctors. My son had a fever only at his right wrist. I went to 3 doctors. He had bone infection. I couldn't really understand that, but dang. Bone. May 1999 on a Saturday. I was awakened by pain like a red hot myalgia. Huh. If milk is contraindicated with your meds, the pharmacist will let you know. Contraindicated. What does contraindicated mean? You're going to bed?
Yeah, I have a meeting early in the morning.
She's got a meeting early in the morning. Okay, guys. Yeah? Well, I'm just reading comments. Like, we're already at an hour and a half here. We're just chilling. Me and these 279 people. Have a good night. Josh, what up, dude? Hope all's good with you and the family. John? Right. People were mad at you for getting stung by wasps? For not going to the hospital sooner. It's just like, your wife is a nurse. She can't be a good nurse if she didn't tell you to go to the hospital. But, like, I'm sorry that I didn't record her telling me I should go to the hospital. Everyone's saying good night. You're better off going to a health food store and buying a probiotic mix. Most yogurt sold in stores is basically pudding. Well, it's definitely delicious. Our whatever you call it, labeling on our food has to be like super accurate, which I guess is a good thing. So if it advertises that it's probiotic or whatever, like, it's illegal to lie about that. But I hear you. I don't get, like, when I hear about things like that where they're like, oh, you know what's crazy to me? When it says made with real cheese, I'm just like, what? Well, that makes me suspicious. Why would it not be made with real cheese? You know, stuff like that. Man, it's crazy. Wheeling free equals unknown. What? What does that have to do with anything? Greek yogurt is better for you. Yeah, too bad it tastes disgusting. Antidepressants for the fibro, and I gained 40 pounds. Dang, yeah. What is up with the antidepressants making you gain weight? Like, I'm not depressed, so I never took this antidepressant for that. It was just apparently helps with headache, but it does not for mine. At least I don't think so. Perhaps it does. Well, when I ran out, I definitely had some worser days. So maybe it does help a little bit. But it definitely does not help like the new pill, which is way better. And I don't have to take it every day. So if I'm having a day that's not so bad, then I don't take it. Right? I could take it in the morning. If I know I'm going to try to work, say like, because like I used to only be able to work for the last little while for like, say, 2 hours. And then I'd take the rest of the day off and feel miserable. Now, what time is it now? It's 12, it's midnight, 12:11 a.m. And I am just now starting to get my headache, the bad part of the headache. It's incredible. And I'm gonna go to sleep because it hardly ever affects my sleep anymore. It used to all the time, but now it's just like I don't know. It's maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know. But I can sleep and then I wake up and either it's still there or it's not. And hopefully, usually all the time, it's not. Well, it's always there, but how do I explain? It's like it's never or it's not usually, excruciating, which is good. It's just nagging. So ah, it's very hard to explain. I wish I could explain it because it's way different than like your normal headache. But of course, people experience things differently, so hard to say. Anyways, uh, I missed Madness Monday as our power and internet was out. Ah, dang. Man, it was real dead guy. uh, or now made with real cheese. Yeah, like I don't get that. Like stuff like that. I'm just like, what was it made with before? And if you could have made it with real cheese the whole time, why weren't you? I was scared, not mad, with this sting. I have seen people die on a sting, and your reaction was extreme. Next thing can go even worse. Oh, I know. If I felt like I couldn't breathe, then I would have just gone to the hospital. Right? I would have. What are those things where they like stick it down your throat so that your throat doesn't close up? It's like that metal hook thing. I would have just gone naturally to stick one of those down my throat, and then we would have gone to the hospital. But I could breathe fine the whole time. Like I had no difficulty at all. That's why it was fine. That's why I didn't go. Because even though it's free, paid with taxes to go to the hospital, it's still a pain in the butt. And people go to the hospital all the time for things that you shouldn't go to the hospital for. And so I thought this was one of those times I felt fine. So I was like, why would I go so that they can do what? But what did they do? Give me antibiotics, I think. And then I had to stay there for the whole day. Actually, I can't remember how long I stayed there, but I'm just like, I was in the trauma room. I've been in that room like 7 times now. Nah, like 5 times, which is kind of nuts because I've never had any trauma, but small hospital. Um, yeah, it's like every time I go there, I'm like, I look at the ceiling and oh yeah, they got the hot air balloon stickers on the ceiling. I feel like I'm gonna bring my own sticker one day, and I'm gonna put my sticker on this. Hopefully, I never have to go there again. But like if I do, I'm gonna try to remember to bring one of my own stickers, stick it on the ceiling. I'll have to stand on the bed. I'll probably even have to jump. Actually, probably not a good ever diet or eat food to try and be healthy. I'll eat whatever I want and die happy. And be a slave to a diet. Well, okay. Uh, glad you are feeling better, Josh. You sure are looking a lot better. Well, I'm glad I look better. I feel less bad. I wouldn't say I feel better. I just feel less bad. And I'm so happy that I'm able to do more things. Because this is boring. I mean, for like 2 months, maybe even a little longer, I was like, this is getting ridiculous already. I couldn't even do anything. I would just lay in bed all day and all night and then all day. Man, I just drives me nuts. Uh anyways, I've never had a headache like you have described yours to be, but a regular headache go away for me when I drink coffee. Oh, so my second neurologist told me that I should drink coffee. I just think coffee is disgusting, so I don't want to. So, but every morning Ashley makes me tea, caffeinated tea, because if I have a CFS leak, that should help heal it, like close it up. I have my MRI on April something. Still a long ways away. I'm on the cancellation list, but if they weren't going to do this, I was going to just pay for my own so that I could just get it, because then I could get it right away. But he got it for me. I was going to wait for the second neurologist to tell me what he was going to do, and to me, he seems awesome. To Ashley, he seems awesome. So, yeah. Have a good sleep and glad you feel better. Macadamia nuts. Star Cloud. You're just saying things, and I don't know what the context is. Uh, uh, I missed most of this. We'll watch again tonight after work. Sorry if you talked about this already, but I was wondering if you were still drinking Gatorade. Like for the electrolytes? I haven't drinking Gatorade in a long time. I only drink that mostly when just for the electrolytes. Or I guess if I'm feeling like a Gatorade, but I don't drink it regularly if that's what you're asking. It's got a lot of sugar in it, so it's not the best. Have an edible candy. It doesn't help the headache. It just makes everything hilarious. Ask them for a plaque with your name on it. Maybe I'll just make one and put it there. The Joshua Alexander room. Maybe if I'm ever make enough money that I can donate to the hospital so I can get my name on the board, I will, I will, I will, I'll include you guys in some way where it'll say Joshua Asskicker Alexander, because that's what my patrons, I call them, the ass kickers. But anyone who watches the channel is an ass kicker. Like the post office event. You look younger and you already look young. Dude, I've aged so quickly in the last year. It's crazy. Uh, the Joshua Alexander Trauma Room. Keto is simply conditioning your system to burn fat instead of carbs. I feel better and don't miss the sugars, carbs. Blood work is normal now. Won't be dying of diabetes or heart disease, not soon. Good, Ron. Uh, with the bee sting, they gave you anti-inflammatory drugs that kept the swelling under control. Oh, okay. Matthew, doesn't the dedicated trauma room have to have dead goat somewhere in the name? If this is the health food section, what is everything else in this store? Yeah, regular food. The anti-health food. Just waiting on a time and place to punch my time card. What? I forget what you said before. Oh, good. Yes, I'm glad to hear you're not drinking as much Gatorade. Not good stuff. Oh yeah, no, I never thought it was good. It's just I mean, it's got electrolytes. If you tasted the electrolyte drink, like the gel stuff, tastes disgusting. Gatorade tastes delicious. So it makes, makes sense. And I mean, Gatorade is marketed to athletes. Well, it's marketed to anyone who just likes fruit punch, I guess. But uh, if you're burning a lot of energy, then you can afford the sugar. But if you're drinking it as a drink for like if I was drinking it right now, it makes no sense because I'm not burning any calories. So that's just sugar that my body's just gonna hold on to as easy, whatever you call it, easy sugars. Anyway, dude, I would be so pleased if I had that much doctor attention. My doc sucks. Oh, you need a new doctor. My doctor, all of them are awesome, but I don't know. I mean, have had bad doctor experiences where I was just like, this guy sucks. But anyways, scroll back about my meds, hence time card. Oh, like death? Well, I hope you don't die soon. Scrolling back here. Wow, how far back did you say something about meds? Oh, I have to scroll too far back, but I hear what you're saying. What about acupressure or acupuncture? I don't know what acupressure is, but I've had acupuncture and it's trash. No, it's not trash. I shouldn't say that. It just didn't work. Although I only went once. Then we took off to Arizona, so I missed my other appointments. But honestly, the way she was explaining it, and she was like telling me that my chi was going to balance with my what did she say? I was like, what? My chi? She's like, yeah, well, in the Chinese tradition, something about chi and your energy flow and stuff, and like she's putting like the needles in to, I don't know. I was just like, what? So I was like, well, sounds like not real. But then she's like, and then the scientific part, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. And then she like explained whatever. Anyway, didn't relieve anything, and it really hurt in my left shin. But here's the crazy thing. So obviously you can tell that I'm skeptical about this stuff. But when another practitioner in another discipline, like the cranial sacral, she noticed that there was something messed up with my left leg too. And I was like, huh, that's the leg that the acupuncture hurt in. She said that it shouldn't hurt. It should only hurt for the initial poke, which I guess hurts a little bit, not really. And I was like, what do you feel on my leg? And she's like, oh, well, you probably sustained damage in this leg doing something with it. And I was like, you are guessing. But anyway, so there's got to be something to it. Anyways, I had acupuncture for my elbow and it helped, but I went at least 4 times and my doc did it. Yeah, well, I think that like the IMS, that's what I think the IMS is good for. But I don't know. Anytime someone starts talking about like things that are like mystical, I'm like, I don't know about this, but I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, uh, no, please put nothing on the walls. That means you might. Well, I might go back anyway. I'm not actually gonna put anything on the wall. Like the donors put stuff like they get their name on there, but anytime I donate, I always just put Rooster instead of my name. And so if you ever see like a whatever donated by and it says Rooster, that's me. Unless someone else starts doing that or does it. I just put Rooster instead of my name just because I think it's funny. And I think it's weird when people only donate so that people will know that they donated. I think that's ridiculous. Um, yeah. So if they want you to write something, I always put rooster, and I think that's funny. So maybe I'll do that. Rooster. People will be like, "What is that? Like a is that like a farm or something?" Anyways, guys, we've been on here for like almost 2 hours. Okay, I think we can go. The ceiling might be different. I don't know. The ceiling. Are you thinking like it's an omen type thing where I'm like inviting more disaster? Definitely not wanting anything to send me to the hospital. It's not my favorite thing to do. Um, it's very boring, and also that's where people die. Wow, or don't die. Hopefully, don't die. That's where yeah, I'm not into it. The right side of your neck looks swollen. Right here? No, right here. My right or your right? Is it swollen? Is it the shadow or the lighting? I haven't done IMS in a long time, so it shouldn't be swollen. But maybe it is. I think maybe you should try making a coffee table out of wood and sheet metal, colored epoxy, and integrated sheet metal and epoxy. That would have people done that before? Hmm. You'll be okay, Joshua. I hope. Rooster, that's a good 12 days of Christmas questions. Oh yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Thank you for the support with the boards. I will post a picture tomorrow on my Instagram, on the Uchitat Instagram, so you can see what it looks like with the shelf completely filled up. So have a good night. I did not expect this to go so long, but thanks for hanging out. There's like 242 of you guys on right now just listening to me ramble about ailments and rooster monikers. So oh, Nicola Johnson is here. Nice. How come you didn't say something earlier? It's always cool when people from different places are on. If you guys don't know, Nicola Johnson is from Fiji. Anyways, see you later. Have a good night and keep kicking ass with both feet.